New developments in a story that we brought you earlier this week involving a former Columbia University student falsely accused of rape. Back in 2013, Emma Sulkowicz became known as Mattress Girl, claiming that fellow student Paul Nungesser had sexually assaulted her. When the school, the police, everybody essentially cleared him of any wrongdoing, she began carrying this mattress around as an art project and putting his name attached to the whole story time and time again. It garnered worldwide attention, got her a ton of, she was on the cover of New York Times Magazine. Nungesser says that she ruined his name and his reputation and robbed him of his right to an education. Columbia now agrees with him, and in a reverse Title IX decision, they have offered him a settlement. Joining me now, the attorney representing him, Paul Nungesser. Andrew Miltenberg is with me now. It's good to have you with us, Andrew. We've talked about this case many times over the past couple of years. Were you shocked by the settlement?
We were, and since we first spoke, you and I, about 2.5 years ago about this, it's been a very, very hard road for Paul, for his family, and through the courts. And we're very pleased that the matter was resolved.
So essentially, both the university and the police in Manhattan found him to be not guilty in this case, blameless in this case. But then the school allowed her to continually drag his name through it and say that he was a rapist. So he was completely isolated on campus. Nobody would talk to him. He couldn't take his classes, correct?
That's very true. That's very true. He went through a period of complete isolation on campus. There was almost a mob injustice, if you will, that went on. Alan was just on. He spoke about the 900-pound gorilla in the room. Even though Paul Nungesser was found not responsible, the police declined to do anything after an initial investigation, he was completely battered emotionally on campus by a mob of people that believed that he should be punished even though he was found not responsible.
So we both know that this is far from an isolated case. I mean, there's a lot of these cases that happen in campuses across the country where there's sort of a little court made up of 3 professors who decide whether or not someone's guilty.
I wouldn't even call it a court, and it's often not 3 professors. It's a tribunal, and it's a prosecutorial tribunal. It's a very misguided attempt by university professors, faculty, administration to essentially, in this volatile political climate, prosecute young men accused of sexual assault.
So they were pressured really to do that in many ways under the Obama administration. But I want you to come back because we're out of time tonight. But I want to talk about what you think this new administration may be doing to change this on campuses next
Absolutely.
time. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you for having me.
Great to see you back.